Hello everyone, today we'll be going through Cambridge IGCSE Additional Mathematics Paper 1 0606 1 May June 2022. Let us move to the question number 1. Question number 1 is this one. Graph is provided and this is additional, which I will explain in a while. This is not part of the questionnaire. The diagram shows the graph of y is equal to a sine bx plus c, where a, b, c are integers for ranges x is varying from minus 180 to 180. Find the values of a, b, c. And this is 3-mark question. So what we will do, we can check for the ABC values. So first of all, we can write the equation given is y is equal to a sine bx plus c. We require a value, which is basically amplitude, and amplitude we can check from the maximum point. Any of the maximum point we can take, like maximum point we can take this one, which is 2, and the minimum point can we take this one, so it is varying from -2 to 8. And if we check this one, this will be from -8 to 2 is we can calculate, it will be minus 2 to -8. So 2 minus -8 divided by 2 will be 10 divided by 2, which is equal to 5. So this will be amplitude A value will be 5. Now we require B and C values. For C value, we can use this point of intercept, which is this one. We can take this as this point we can take as 0 and -3. We can take this point, and it is lying on the curve, so it will be satisfying. So at 0 and -3, equation will become -3 is equal to a value will be 0, so sine 0 is 0, so this portion will be 0, so c is equal to -3. So we got value c is equal to -3 as well. So a is equal to 5 and c is equal to -3. Now we require b value as well, and b value will be we can check from for b value we can check from here -180 to 180, which is this one. How many like complete or waves are there? So it will be, we can count it as 1, then it will be 2, then 3 up to this one, and 4 will be up to this one. So there will be 4 complete portions, so we can write b is equal to 4, and these values we can replace in the given equation. Y is equal to 5 sine of bx, which is 4x. This value we are using 4x -3, c value is -3. So this will be the required equation, and it goes for 3 marks. And this is the accurate graph. Basically, you should practice these type of graphs, and there are so many softwares available on the net. If you check, this is the exact graph which I have plotted for you. And this curve, you can see this is exactly 4, and maximum and minimum points also you can check from here. And point of interception, basically I wanted to show you this point 0 and -3, and this x-intercept, which is not required, but in this case we required this point. We use this point to find the value of c. We replace this 0 and -3 to find the value of c. Hopefully you got everything. Now we can move to the question number 2. And the question number 2 says given that x is equal to secant square theta plus y and y plus 2 is equal to cotangent square theta, find y in terms of x, and this is a 4-mark question. So we can take x is equal to, it's given x is equal to secant square theta, and this implies what? X will be equal to secant square theta is 1 plus tan square theta, so we can write 1 plus tan square theta, and tan theta, basically we are doing what? We are finding the cotangent theta value and we will be replacing. So we will make tan as subject, so this implies tan square theta will be equal to x minus 1, x minus 1. So take the reciprocal of this equation and it will be 1 over tan square theta will be equal to 1 over x minus 1, and this 1 over tan square theta we can write as cotangent square theta, and this value of cotangent square theta we can replace in this equation, which is y plus 2 is equal to cotangent square theta, which we can write as 1 over x minus 1. So our equation will become y plus 2 is equal to 1 over x minus 1. Now this plus 2 we can shift to the other side and our equation will become y is equal to 1 over x minus 1 minus 2, and we can take LCM and this will be x minus 1 and this one will be 1 minus 2 into x minus 1. Hopefully you are understanding each and everything, and now we can rewrite it as 1 minus 2x plus 2 divided by x minus 1, and this will be equal to 3 minus 2x over x minus 1, and this will be the final answer for this question. We have written y in terms of x, and this is the final answer. Hopefully you understood this. Now here comes question number 3, and the question number 3 says variables x and y are such that when this log of 2x plus y is plotted against x square, a straight line graph passing through the point this 1 1 and 2 and 5 is obtained, and we have to find y in terms of x. So we have to find y in terms of x. So what we can do, we can use the given equation, which is log of 2y plus 1 is equal to mx square plus c. How we have written this? We know that y is equal to mx plus c if we plot x against y. So similarly, if we plot this one log of 2x plus y against x square, so we can write in similar way, we can write this equation. Now we can replace the first point, so 1 1, when we replace the point, so this value, this side will be 1 is equal to m is 4 and x square will replace 1 and plus c, so c value will be 1 minus 4, which is equal to minus 3. So we got c value as minus 3. So by replacing these values, our equation will become log of 2x plus 1 is equal to m value is 4, so 4x square minus 3. This will be our equation, and next will be what? Next we will be writing 2, this is 2y, not 2x, 2y. Okay, so 2y plus 1 is equal to, we are taking base 10 on both sides, so log will be removed, so 2x square minus 3, and now we can rewrite it as 2y, 1 we are shifting to other side, so 10 raised to 4 x square minus 3 minus 1, and y will be equal to 2, also we are shifting to other side, so 10 raised to 4 x square minus 3 minus 1 divided by 2, and this will be the y in terms of x, which we have done. Now for B part, they're saying find the value of y when x is equal to under root 3 by 2. So we can write it as y. We know y is equal to this one we will be utilizing, which we have done in the previous part. So y is equal to 10 raised to the power 4, and x value will be root of this square will be 3 by 4. We can write this in square directly. I'm writing minus 3 and minus 1 over 2, and this will be equal to 4 will be cancelled, 4 will be cancelled, and it will be 10 raised by 3 minus 3 will be 0, and minus 1 divided by 2. So this will be 1 minus 1 divided by 2. So this will be equal to 0. This will be answer for this part. Now for C part, they are saying find the value of x when y is equal to 2. So same equation we will use again. So we will write y is equal to 10 raised to the power 4 x squared minus 3 and minus 1 divided by 2, and this y we will be replacing by 2, and we can write here 2, and this will be this 2 also we can shift to other side, and it will be resulting to 4 is equal to 10 raised to 4x square minus 3 minus 1, and this minus 1 also we can shift to the other side, and this will be resulting to 5 is equal to 10 raised to the power 4x square minus 3, and further we can take log on both sides. If we take log on both sides, so we will get this one will be 10 raised to the power 4x square minus 3 is equal to log of 5, and now this will be basically not 10 raised by 4, yes, so log of 5 will be equal to uh, 10 and log, these two will be cancelled, so we will just write instead of this one it will be 4x square minus 3 will be equal to this, and further we can write 4x square is equal to 3 plus log of 5, and this will be x square will be equal to 3 plus log of 5 divided by 4, and this implies x will be equal to square root of 3 plus log of 5 divided by 4, and this will be the final answer for this part. Hopefully you understood this. Now the question number 4, and question number 4 says a part find the unit vector in the same direction as of this one, and unit vector we know a vector, we can write a vector is equal to a mod into a unit vector. So if we have to find a unit vector, it will be equal to a vector divided by a magnitude. So we require a magnitude, and magnitude of a, or if we write a is equal to minus 15 and 8, so a magnitude will be equal to square root of minus 15 in brackets square plus 8 squared, and this will be equal to square root of minus 15 square and plus 8 square, and this will be equal to 17. And now we can replace in this formula, so a unit vector will be equal to a vector which is minus 15 and 8 and divided by 17, which we can rewrite as 1 over 17 into minus 15 and 8, and this will be the unit vector which is required. Now for B part, given that this is equal to this, and we have to basically find the value of A and B, and if we find the value of A and B, we can rewrite 2A plus 4b minus 12 is equal to 4b minus 4a. This will be one an equation, and the second equation which we can form is minus 5 plus 3 is equal to 4a plus 8b. And now we can rewrite this equation as 4a plus 8b is equal to minus 2, and further we can write it as we can divide everything by 2, so 2a plus 4b is equal to minus 1. Similarly, we will solve this equation as well. So it will be 2a plus 4b, and we can shift these also to other side. So it will be plus 4a minus 4b is equal to 12. So after adding the like terms, so it will be uh, 4a, and this will be what? We have done some mistake. This is 2a. If I recheck, 2a plus 4b minus 12 is equal to 4b minus 4a. Yes, this equation is correct. Then we will be rewriting this 4a minus 4b is equal to this one. So we can rewrite it as 6a. 6a is equal to 12, and a is equal to 12 over 6, which is basically these two will be cancelled. These two will be cancelled, and we will get 2, and a is equal to 2. This value we can use here in this one. The other equation, which is 2 into 2 plus 4b is equal to minus 1, and this will be 4b is equal to minus 1 minus 4, which is equal to 5. So b will be equal to, this should be minus 5, so it will be minus 5 by 4, and this will be the b value which we were supposed to find, which is done. Next point is this one, question number 5, and the question number 5 says the first three terms in ascending powers of x in the expansion of this one, which is basically this should be 12 here, and this is can be written in the form of this, where p and q are constants. Find the value of p and q. So now we can expand these separately. 1 plus x by 6 whole raised to the power 12, and if we expand this, so it will be first of all 12c0 and 1 raised to the power 12, and x over 6 raised to the power 0, and the second term will be what? First three terms I will be writing, so it will be 12c1 and 1 raised to the power 11, and x over 6 raised to the power 1, plus next term will be 12c2 1 raised to the power 10, and x over 6 will be squared. And the second expansion, I'll change the color so that you can understand. I'll be writing expansion for this portion, which is 2 minus 3x whole raised to the power 3, and if we expand similarly 3c0, and we can basically rewrite it as, first I will rewrite, this can be written as 2 plus minus 3x and whole raised by 3, and we'll be expanding this, and this will be 3c0, and in next will be 2 raised to the power 3 into minus 3x raised to the power 0, and next will be plus 3c1 and 2 raised to the power 2 square, and minus 3x raised to the power 1, and the last term will be 3c2 2 raised to the power 1 and minus 3x square. And now we can solve this. So I'm changing color, so we will be solving this and writing here, and this will be what, this whole portion will be 1 and this one also 1, so these everything will be changing to 1 1 1. So we can write here 1 plus this will be 12, c 1 will be 12 and into 1 and x over 6, we can write x over 6, and plus next term will be 12c2 will be what, 12c2 will be equal to 66. So 66 and 1 raised by 10 will be 1 and x square over 36. And now these are the three terms. Then we can rewrite this step also, and this will be 3c0 is again 1 into 2 cube will be 8 and minus 3, so it will be 1, and next will be 3c1 will be 3 and 4, 2 square will be 4 and minus 3x, and the last term will be 3c2 which is 3c2 will be 3, 3c2 will be equal to 3, yes. So and 2 raised by 1 as it is, and minus 3x square will be 9x square, and further we can rewrite basically. What I will do, I will reduce the size, and this one we can write equal to this will be, so this equation is basically in this color, so I will write this one equal to 1 plus 6 we can cancel, 6 2s are 12, so it will be 2x, we can write 2x, and after cancellations if we write 66 divided by 36, so 66 over 36 will be equal to 11 over 6, so we can write 11 over 6x squared. So this will be one equation, one expansion which we have done up to 3 terms, and the next, this one also we can write it as 8 and minus 3 into 4 will be 12, 12 into 3 will be 36, so we can write minus 36x, and this one 3 into 2 will be 6 and 6 into 9 will be 54, so we can write plus 54x square. So we got these two expansions. Now these two expansions need to be multiplied, and we can rewrite it as 1 plus x over 6. Okay, so 1 plus x over 6 raised to the power 12 into 2 minus 3x raised to the power 3, and these expansions I'm just copying, 1 plus 2x plus 11 by 6 x squared, and this will be 8 minus 36x plus 54x squared. So this will be, now we can multiply. So 1 will be multiplied by 8 and we will get 8, then 2x multiplied by no, 1 multiplied by 36 we can write minus 36x, then 1 multiplied by 54x square will be plus 54x square, then 2x multiplied by 8 will be plus 16x, then 2x multiplied by 36 will be minus 72x square, and 2x multiplied by 54x square will be plus, this will be 100 and 108x cube. Now 11 by 6 multiplied by 8 will be 88 over 6, so plus 88 over 6x square, and next will be, next term will be what? Next term will be 11 by 6 multiplied by minus 36, so 6 6 are 36, so 11 minus 66x, and this will be cube, and then last 11 by 6 multiplied by 11 over 6 multiplied by 54, and this is equal to 99 x raised by 4 plus 99 x raised by 4. We will be ignoring higher powers of x, so we are ignoring this, and this, so up to square we are taking, and this will be 8 and minus 36 and plus 16 will be minus 20, so minus 20x, and x square will be this and this, and we can simplify these square terms, and this will be 54 minus 72 and plus 88 over 6, and this will be resulting to minus 10 by 3, so minus 10 by 3 x square, and this one is in the same format which was required, so p and q value we can write p value is equal to minus 20 and q value is equal to minus 10 by 3. These are the two values which we were supposed to find. We are done with this question. Now we can move to the question number 6. The polynomial p of x is equal to this variable and p are integers is divisible by 2x minus 1. When p of x is divided by x minus 2, the remainder is 120. A part, find the values of a and b, and this is 4 marks part. So we can first of all concentrate on this one, 2x minus 1 is divisible by 2x minus 1, so we can write 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. This implies x will be equal to 1 by 2. So we'll check for x is equal to 1 by 2 by remainder theorem. P of 1 by 2 we will be writing, this will be 6 into x cube will be 1 by 2 cube plus a into 1 by 2 square plus 6 into 1 by 2 plus b, and this is equal to 0. So our equation will be what? It will be 6 into 1 over 8 plus this will be a over 4 plus this will be 6 by 2 plus b is equal to 0. Now cancellations, this will be 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, and 2 3s are 6. So our modified equation will be 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 plus a by 4 plus 3 plus b is equal to 0. So we can multiply everything by 4. So our equation will be a plus 12 plus 3 plus 4b is equal to 0. So a plus 4b is equal to minus 15. This will be our one equation, and the second equation we can form from this divisible by x minus 2 and the remainder is 120. So x minus 2 is equal to 0, so x will be equal to 2. We will write p of 2 will be equal to 6 into 2 cube plus a into 2 square and plus 6 into 2 plus b is equal to 120, and this one we can simplify as 8 into 6 will be 48, 48 plus 4a plus 12 plus b is equal to 120. So our equation will become 4a plus b is equal to 120 minus 48 minus 12 is equal to 60. So this will be another equation. So this is our equation 1 and this is our equation 2. So simultaneously we can solve. We can multiply this equation by 4. So this equation by 4 we can multiply and write here. I will write here 4a plus 16b is equal to minus this will be 60, and we can change sign, so it will be minus and this will be plus. So we can write this as, this will be cancelled. If we cancel this, it will be minus 15, b is equal to 120. So b value will be equal to 120 divided by minus 15 will be equal to minus 8. So this implies b is equal to minus 8. We got this minus b value we got, and this one we can replace in any of the two equations. So I'm replacing in 4a plus b is equal to 60. So 4a minus 8 is equal to 60. So 4a is equal to 68. This implies a will be equal to 17. 68 divided by 4 will be equal to 17. So this will be a value. So a value is 16, b value is minus 8. This is done. And b part, they're saying hence write on the remainder when p of x is divided by x. So p of x is divided by x. We can do uh, one option, like the term which we have, the equation which we, after replacing a and b values, our p of x will be what? P of x will be equal to 6x cube plus a is 17, so 17x square, and plus 6x, and b value is minus 8. So this is, now if we divide by x, so divide everything by x, so we will be getting this minus 8 as remainder. So directly we can write as minus 8 as answer, or you can divide also. You can double check for by division also. You can divide, and when you divide by x, you will get this will be, first you will divide by 6x square, you will write here 6x cube, then this will be minus and cancelled, and 17x square, so then plus 17x, so it will be 17x square minus, and this will be cancelled, and next step you will be writing with 6x and divide by plus 6, so it will be 6x and minus, and this will be cancelled, and the remainder will be minus 8. So you can use any of the methods which I have explained. Hopefully you understood this. Now then they are saying C part, find the value of p double dash of 0. So second order basically derivative is required. So p of x we know is equal to 6x cube plus 17x square plus 6x minus 8. So p dash of x will be what? First order derivative will be 18 x square plus this will be 17 to 2 will be 34 x and plus 6, and derivative of minus 8 will be 0, and p double dash of x will be equal to second order derivative. So 18 into 2 will be 36. So 36x plus derivative of 34x is 34, and constant is 0. So this will be our answer. And they're saying find p double dash of 0. P double dash of 0 will be equal to 36 into 0 plus 34, which is equal to 34, and this will be our final answer for this question. Question number 7, A part, show that this expression can be written in this format, and this is 2 marks question. So what we will do, we will write the LCM. Basically we will write LCM of these three will be 2x plus 3, and x minus 1 and x minus 1 square are same, but only this is square and this is without square. So we will take this as LCM, x minus 1 square. We are taking this as LCM, and now we can take turn by turn, like for example 2 with the other with this one, 2 with this one, because 2x plus 3 is already there. So we will write x minus 1 square minus this will be 1 into 2x plus 3 into x minus 1, and similarly plus this will be 2x plus 3. Hopefully you are familiar with the LCM method. So this is how we have done. Now we'll open the brackets in numerator, and we will get what this will be. X minus 1 square will be a square plus b square minus 2ab, and similarly we will multiply these two, and this will be minus, this will be 2x square into x will be 2x square, minus this will be 2x plus 3x minus 3, and plus this will be 2x plus 3 as it is, and divided by this will be 2x plus 3 into x minus 1 square. And similarly, now we can open the bracket, so 2x square and plus 2 minus 4x, and now we will open the second bracket, so minus 2x square minus into minus plus 4x and minus 3x plus 3 and plus 2x plus 3, and divided by the denominator 2x plus 3 into x minus 1 square, and the cancellations, we can cancel this with this one and 4x with minus 4x, so the remaining part will be what? This will be 3 in 3 plus 3 will be 6 plus 2 will be 8, so we'll write 8 minus this will be 3x divided by this whole thing we can write as denominator x minus 1 square into 2x plus 3, which is the same as this one, which is left hand side. So we can write right hand side is equal to left hand side. So this is done. Now the question number same question, B part. B part says find this integral of this one where a is greater than 2. Given your answer in the form of this. So give your answer in this format, and where C and D are functions of A, and this is 6 mark question. So integral of this integral from 2 to A, and instead of this expression we can write as in this format. We have this equal to this one, so we are writing this expression over here instead of writing the other one. So this will be 2 over 2x plus 3 and minus 1 over x minus 1 plus 1 over x minus 1 squared dx, and this will be the integral. Now we can take the integral of this will be what? Integral of this will be log of integral of this first term will be log of 2x plus 3 and divided by 2. So this will be the integral, and minus this will be log of x minus 1, and plus this will be integral will be x minus 1 raised to the power minus 2 plus 1 will be minus 1 and divided by minus 1. Power will be this one. Now, and this will be from 2 to A limits, integral limits also we can write. Now we can replace the upper limit. When we replace upper limit, this will be upper limit will be A. So basically we missed this 2 from here, so we can write 2 here, and this will be gone. And next, when we replace the upper limit, it will be log of 2a plus 3, 2a plus 3 when we are replacing the upper limit, which is a. So this will be minus log of a minus 1 minus this minus 1 I'm writing here, and this will be 1 over a minus 1, and this will be the first term which we can use these brackets, so which is basically when replacing a. Now we will replace the lower limit, so minus the lower limit when we replace it will be log of 2 into 2 will be 6, 4 plus 3 will be 7, so log of 7 minus log of 2 minus 1 will be 1, so log of 1, and minus, when we replace in this one, it will be 2 minus 1 1 over minus 1, so we can write here minus 1. Now we know that this log of 1 is 0, so this will be 0, and we can replace rest of the things. We can write here, so log of 2a plus 3 minus log of a minus 1, and this will be minus log of 7, which is this one I'm writing here, and minus 1 over a minus 1 and minus 1 over here. Log of 1 we have left, which is equal to 0, so we left that term. So now we can rewrite it as, basically, to get rid of this denominator, we will multiply everything by a minus 1, and this will be or we can take LCM of this whole thing, and LCM will be what? Now what we can do, we can combine these three logs, and by log rule we can write log of a minus b minus c, we can write log of a over b minus c, so it will be log of 2a plus 3 divided by a minus 1 into 7, and this portion we can write with the LCM, so it will be plus, we can write this as a minus 1, and this will be a minus 1 and minus 1. When we take LCM of this one, we will get this term, and this will be written as, I will write this term first, so it will be a minus 2 over a minus 1 and plus log of 2a plus 3 over 7 into a minus 1, a minus 1. So this is basically the same format which we were supposed to find c plus log d. C plus log d is mentioned in the question, and this is basically c and d values. This is in the same format which we were supposed to form. Hopefully you understood this. Question number 8, and question number 8 A part says a team of 6 people is to be chosen from 10 people. 2 of the people are sisters who must not be separated. Find the number of different teams that can be formed, and this is 3-mark question. So the situation is, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 places, and 2 sisters which we can fix over here, and remaining are 4 places, and these 4 places will have to randomize these people, and 10 people, 10 minus 2 sisters, there will be 8 people, and out of 8 people we have to choose 1, 2, 3, 4 people we have to choose, so 8C4, and 8C4 will be equal to what? 8C4 will be equal to 70, so there will be 70. There can be 2 options. One option is that 2 sisters are included, and there will be 4 other spaces which we are filling, and there will be 70 options available. So option 1 is sisters included. Now if sisters not included, then situation will be what? Then we'll be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options, and we have to, from 8 we have to choose 6 options, and that will be equal to 8C6 will be equal to 28. So it means that there will be, total will be 70 plus 28, so 70 plus 28 will be equal to 98 options. Find the number of different teams that can be formed. So 98 different teams can be formed. Now for the B part, and B part says a 6-character password is to be chosen from the following characters: digits 1, 2, 3 digits, letters also 3, and symbols also 3. No character may be used more than once in any password. Find the number of different passwords that may be chosen if part 1. There are no other restrictions. So there is no other restrictions. We have to choose everything from everything. So from here we have to choose. How many we have to choose? We have to choose 6 characters. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options. So there are total 9 characters which we can choose. So first we'll be having 9 options, then we will be having 8, then 7, 6, 5, 4, and we can multiply them. So 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4, and this will be equal to 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 will be equal to 60480, and this will be our answer for this part. And the second part says the password starts with 2 letters and ends with 2 digits. So 2 letters starts with 2 letters, and letters are X and Y. So there are 3 letters. So options we can take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for 6 options, we are having 3 starts with 2 letters. So there will be 3. We have letters, 3 letters. So it will be option will be 3 and 2, and ends with 2 digits. So digits will also be 2 digits will be, so like letters we can cross from here. So letters we have, say for example we have chosen these 2 and the remaining is 1, and the digits we can take 1, 2, so it will be 3 and 2 for digits also, so remaining is also 1. Now the total remaining are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can fill this one with 5 options and 4 options, and we can multiply 3 into 2 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2, and this will be equal to 3 into 2 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2, and this is equal to 720. So 720 will be answer for this part. Hopefully you understood this. Now here is question number 9, and the question number 9 says the normal to the curve y is equal to this one, and at the point A on the curve where x is equal to 0 meets the x-axis at point B, and point C has coordinates this one. Find the gradient of the line BC in terms of log 2, and this is 9-mark question. So first of all we can find the gradient of this curve. Gradient of this curve will be what? This one we can find dy by dx, and we can apply your v formula, and we can write this will be equal to denominator as it is, and it is square, and on this one numerator we will write this, and derivative of log of 3x square plus 2 will be 1 over 3x square plus 2 into derivative of this 3x square plus 2 will be 6x, and minus now 3x square plus 2 as it is, log of this, basically log of this will be as it is, and derivative of x plus 1 will be 1. So this will be the derivative. Now we can find dy by dx at this point will be what? Dy by dx at x is equal to 0 will be equal to Now this term will be 0 because it is being multiplied by x, so it will be 0, and minus this will be log of 2 divided by this will be 1, and we can write it as minus log of 2. Now our gradient is minus log of 2. M we can write minus log of 2, and at x-axis, so gradient of normal we can write from here, basically that will be reciprocal and change sign of this one, which will be 1 over log of 2. Now we will be using this gradient, and now we can write at x is equal to 0, at x is equal to 0, y is equal to log 2. This is what we got. So the point will be what? Point will be 0 and log 2. So now we can write equation of the normal. So equation of normal will be equal to we can write y minus y1 is equal to m of the normal into x minus x1. So this will be the equation which we'll be using, and this will be y minus y1. We can use log 2. We are using this point, so this will be log 2 is equal to mn will be gradient of normal will be 1 over log 2, and x minus x1 is 0, so this will be 0. And further we can rewrite it as y is equal to 1 over log 2 into x minus plus log 2, because this log 2 will be sent to other side, so it will be plus log 2. So this will be equation. Now at x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. At x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 meets the x-axis. See, where x is equal to 0 meets the x-axis at point B. So we are checking for x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. We can write this equation y is equal to 1 over 1 over log 2 x, this will be 0, and plus log 2. So this will be basically we can write here x, and then we can write x over log 2 is equal to minus log of 2 when we shift this log 2 to the other side, and x will be equal to what? Minus log of 2 into log of 2, or we can write uh, this as this one square. So this will be our x value. So now we can write coordinates of B and C, and if we write the coordinates of B, that will be x value will be minus, just now we found this one, minus log 2 square, and this y value will be 0, and C will be 0, and which is given 0 and 3 log 2. This value of C is provided over here, 0 and 3 log 2. Now we can find the gradient of BC, which is our target. So gradient of BC will be equal to y2 minus y1. So we can write 3 log 2 minus y1 will be 0 over x2, which is 0, minus x1, which is minus log 2 square, and this will be equal to 3 log 2 over this will be log 2 square, and log 2 and square will cancel, and answer will be gradient of BC will be equal to 3 over log of 2, and this will be the gradient which we were supposed to find, and it was 9-mark question which we had done. Now this is question number 10, and it is simultaneous equation which we have to solve. Given the simultaneous equation, these two equations are given, and for part 1 show that this is quadratic equation we have to show. So what we can do, we can write log of x plus uh, log of y square. We can write 2 as this one square is equal to 1, and this implies what? We can apply log rule on this, so xy square is equal to 1, and this is basically log of xy square is equal to 1. So now we can write xy square is equal to 10 raised by 1, which we can write as xy square is equal to 10. So xy square will be equal to 10 over x. This is our y value which we got, and this y value we will replace in this second equation, and that will be our required equation. So x minus 3 into 10 over x, this will be y square value which we have replaced, and this will be equal to 13. Now we can multiply everything by x, so it will be x square minus 30 is equal to 13x, and we can shift 13x to the other side, so it will be x square minus 13x minus 30 is equal to 0, which is the required equation which we have done. Now the second part says solve these simultaneous equations giving your answer in exact form. So we need to solve this equation. So equation is what? Equation is x square minus 13x minus 30 is equal to 0. We'll form the pair, so mod 5 3, and this will be coefficient of x square is 1, coefficient of x is minus 13, and the constant is 30. So we'll get values 10 and 3. So we can use 10 and 3 changing sign, we can use this value, so x minus 3 and x minus 10, and we can write intermediate step x into x minus 10 minus 3 into x minus 10, and this is equal to 0. Now this implies what? This implies basically, I think so, we have done mistake. Yes, so instead of minus 30 we replace 30, so we redo this one. So 1 and minus 13 and minus 30, these values. Yes, so it is giving 15 and 2. So 15 and 2 change sign and use, so it will be, I will rewrite this step again, so it will be x minus 2 and x minus 15 is equal to 0. So intermediate step x minus this one and minus 2 into x minus 15 is equal to 0. So x minus 2 is equal to 0 or x minus 15 is equal to 0. This implies x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 15. These are the two values which we got. Now these two values we can replace in the equation. X minus 3y square is equal to 13. So x minus 3y square is equal to 13. When we replace what? When we replace x is equal to 15, what we will get? This is what we are replacing. So we will get x x is equal to 15. So 15 minus 3 y square is equal to 13. So 3y square is equal to 15 minus 13, which is equal to 2. So y square is equal to 3 by 2. So this will not 3 by 2, 2 by 3 basically, 2 by 3, and y will be equal to plus minus under root 2 over 3, and this will be the value. Now we can replace the other value, which is x is equal to 2. So when we replace x is equal to 2, we will get what? We will get x minus 3y square is equal to 13. So 2 minus 3y square is equal to 13, and we can erase this. So it will be 3y square will be equal to 2 minus 13. So y square is equal to minus 11 over 3. So y will be equal to plus minus root of minus 11 over 3, which is impossible. So this will be, yes, so we can cancel this. So we can reject this one because this is not possible. So our answer will be what? Our answer will be, we can take x value as 15 because 2 value we are not taking, so 15, and plus under root 2 over 3, and the second value will be 15, and minus under root 2 over 3, and this will be our final answer for this part. Hopefully you understood this. Now B part, and B part says solve the equation this where a is positive constant giving x in terms of a, and this is also 5-mark question. So we can write the given equation, and log of a base a x plus 3, and this log of x a we can change the base by switching from numerator to denominator, and its base and term will change, and this will be equal to 4. Now we can multiply this whole equation by this denominator, and we will get log of ax square is plus this will be 3 is equal to 4 log of ax. Now we can shift this to the other side, and we will get what? We will get log of ax square minus 4 log of ax and plus 3 is equal to 0. And now we can put log of base ax as y. So our equation will become y square minus 4y plus 3 is equal to 0. Now we can, this is a quadratic equation, so we can solve this. So it will be constant coefficient of y square is 1, coefficient of y is minus 4, and constant is 3. So this will be giving us 3 and 1. 3 and 1 will change sign and use these numbers. So y, we can write y minus 1 and y minus 3 is equal to 0, and intermediate step will be y into y minus 3 minus 1 into y minus 3 is equal to 0, and this will be gone. And now we can write it as y is equal to 1 or y is equal to 3. These are the two values. So y value we will replace it log of ax. So log of ax is equal to 1, and the other term will be log of ax will be equal to 3. Now we can rewrite it as x raised to the power 1 is equal to what? X, x is equal to a raised to the power 1. X is equal to a raised to the power 1, and here we can write x is equal to a raised to the power 3. So this implies it will be x is equal to a, and x is equal to a raised to the power 3. These will be the two answers for this question, which is a 5 marks part. Now the question number 11, and question number 11 says, in this question all lengths are in kilometers and time is in hours. A particle P moves in a straight line such that its displacement s from a fixed point at time t is given by s is equal to this one. A part, find the value of t for which the velocity of p is 0, and this is 4-mark question. So we can take the equation s is equal to t plus 2 into t minus 5 squared, and we can open this square, so t plus 2 as it is, and square will be t square plus 25 minus 2 into 5 will be 10, so 10t and now we can multiply these two terms also, and we will get t into t square will be t cube and plus 25t minus 10t squared. Now we'll multiply by 2, so plus 2t square and plus 50 minus 20t. Now we can arrange them in descending order powers of t, so it will be t cubed, and next we can take square, so minus a 10 plus 2 will be minus 8, so minus 8t squared, and then we can take t, so it will be plus 5t and constant will be plus 50. And now this is our s. We need to find the value of t for which the velocity of, so velocity will be ds by dt. ds by dt will be equal to 3, derivative will be 3t square minus 8, no 8 into 2 will be 16, so 16t plus 5. So this will be derivative and they are saying equal to 0, so we'll equalize, and this is the quadratic equation and we have to solve it again, and this will be mode 5 3. So coefficient of t square is 3 and the coefficient of t is minus 16 and constant is 5, so this will be giving us 5 and 1 by 3. So 5 and 1 by 3, 5 and 1 by 3 are the values, change sign and use these values. So when we use 5 it will be t minus 5, and when we use this one it will be 3t minus 1 is equal to 0, and intermediate step t into 3t minus, I'm writing the intermediate step so that you should not lose marks, so this is equal to 0 and this is gone. Now we can write t is equal to 5 and t is equal to 1 by 3. This will be our answer for this 4 marks part. Now the b part, and the b part says on the axis draw the displacement time graph for p is varying from 0 to t is varying from 0 to 6, starting the coordinates of the points where a graph meets the coordinate axis, and this is 2 mark question. Now displacement equation is what? Equation is given s is equal to t plus 2 into t minus 5 square, and the easiest way which I will tell you to draw this graph is what? So point of intersection are basically required. So what I will do, I will write the equation in brackets. It will be x plus 2 bracket close, and the second will be what? X minus 5, and this will be squared, and we will solve it for 0, so we can write it, calculate for x is equal to 0, and we got 50. So the table of values we can write as this is s will be s and t. So for t is equal to 0, if you want properly to draw the table of values, you can draw like this one, and when s is equal to t is equal to 0, s is equal to 50 and t is equal to 1, calculate for t is equal to 1, we will get values 48. So for 1 it is 48, and for 2 calculate for 2, and this will be equal to 36, and for 3 calculate for 3, this will be 20, so 3 is 20, and for 4 we can check, calculate for 4, and this is equal to 6. So for 4 this is 6, and 5 and 6 also we can extend this, so for 5 and 6 we will check. So calculate for 5 and this is equal to 0, and for 6 calculate for 6 and this is equal to 8. So we got these values. So for 5 it is 0. If I draw this one like this, so this will be a point, and then 50 we can show on this side. So we can take basically the scale like this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 roughly I'm taking. So we can take this as basically 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and this side is displacement, and this will be in kilometers. So this one is 10. Now we can take this point, first point with 0 and 50 and then 48, so it's coming down and touching to this one. So we can take the points also, or we can draw like this one, and or if we take accurately, we can take 1 or 2 points. So 2 is 36, so for 2 we can take 36 will be, this should be 40, not 45. This should be 40. So 36 is roughly around here. And for 4 also we can take, which is 6. So for 4 it is this one. So now we can draw like this one. So this, I will readjust this point. So when I will readjust, I'm trying to remove this point, so we can take this point over here. And now from this side for 6 it is 8 again, so going up again like this one. So we can draw, this is the required curve which we have drawn. Basically this one we can take it as 8. So this is done. Now they are saying for C part, on the axis below draw the velocity time graph. For 0, 6, starting the coordinates of the points where the graph meets the coordinate axis and velocity equation. After derivative we have taken ds by dt, v is equal to 3t square minus 16t plus 5. So this was our equation. Now we can take again the values, and those table of values also we can draw, and that will be what, 3x square and minus 16x and plus 5, and we can draw for 0. So calculate for 0 will be equal to 5. So we can draw the table of values. Table of values I'm drawing over here. So this will be velocity and this will be time, and for 0 this is giving us 5, and for 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. So we can draw here, this will be 5. Then for 2, calculate for 2, this is equal to minus 15. No, for 2 it is minus 15. For 1 we need to check. For 1 minus 15 is over here, and for 1 we can calculate for 1 is equal to minus 8. So minus 8 over here. Now we can check for 3, calculate for 3, and this is equal to minus 16. Then for 4 we can check. For 4 it is minus 11, and for 5 it is 0, and for 6 it is 17 again. So quadratic equation, it's opening upward. We know this is opening upward, and we can take the solutions also. So this is 5. If we draw the points, this is 1 point, and the second point is 5 and 0 and 5. So we can take on this side, we can take basically 1, 2, 3 and 4 roughly I'm taking, and this will be 5, 10, 15 and 20, and this we can take the negative side also, 1, 2, 3 and 4 roughly. So minus 5, -10, -15, and -20, and 0 and 5. So 0 and 5 will be 0 and 5 will be this point, and 1 and -8. So 1 and -8 will be roughly over here, and then 2 and -15. So 2 and -15 will be here, and 3 and -16 we can take a little lesser than lower than this. Then 4 and 11 will be around here, and then 0 and 5, then 17, 6 for 17, so it will be around here. So we can draw this roughly quadratic curve. We can draw like this one. So this point we can rectify. This will be roughly over here because we are taking rough graph. So these are the points basically which we have done. So start the coordinates of point, stating the coordinates of the points where the graph meets the coordinate axis. So one will be this one, which is 5 and 0, and we can replace this. Will be what? This will be for 0 we can state the coordinates basically. For this graph we have this one like 5 and 0, and this will be 0 and 50. This is what we have stated, and in this case it will be 5 and 0, and this will be 0 and 5, and this other point, which is basically velocity, we calculated that one, that is 5 and 1 by 3 basically. This will be velocity curve. This will be as 1 by 3, 1 by 3, and 0. So these are the points which we have done. Now for D part, they are saying for D part, part 1, write down an expression for the acceleration of this. So for acceleration we will be taking derivative of this velocity equation which is mentioned over here. So dv over dt will be equal to acceleration, and this will be derivative of this will be 6t minus 16. So this will be the expression which is for 1 mark. And the second part, they're saying hence on the axis below draw the acceleration time graph of for p from 0 to 6, stating coordinates of the points where the graph meets the coordinate axis. So this is also 2 mark question, and what we can do, we can again form the table of values, and table of values we can draw like this one, or we can directly draw the equation also basically. So it is this is the equation, like we got this equation, this one. So 6t minus 16 is equal to 0. So 6t we can write like this one. So this will be equation y is equal to this will be y-intercept minus 16. So this will be minus 16 over here. We can take minus 16, and this will be crossing at y is equal to 0, 16t. We can write here 60 minus 16 will be equal to 0. So 6t is equal to 16. So t is equal to 16 over 6. And 16 over 6 is what? 16 divided by 6 will be equal to 2.666. So we can write as 8 by 3. So 2.666, and this will be our equation. We can write this point as 8 by 3. So 8 by 3 and 0 will be coordinates of this one, and this is how we can draw the acceleration graph without use of table of values. You can use the table of values also and form this equation. That is also correct. So we are done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Also recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows, and introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.